position, you're sort of producing anti-synergy with the Tahm Kench, and then you're giving Sandbox the luxury now to
top laners with no TPs. And even though OnFleek is pretty low, it doesn't look like Kings don't want to go, but Ghost taking a bunch of damage already from Kaz. He's going in there as well. And look at OnFleek's health as well. They're going to get their first kill on a Galio. They're desperately trying to get it, and it will go the way of the Lissandra on the side of Sandbox.
Oh.
As he missed a bunch before. But,
oh, he hit that one.
Okay.
Oh,
going forward. Nearly gets rooted there, but just get that slow.
Oh, there's a lot of chaos everywhere.
Okay, here we go. We're going big time onto Kuz, but he is an Aatrox, and immediately OnFleek just gets blown up. Bit of a mistake there. Immediately.
OnFleek definitely wants to get this. Oh,
here we go. The phase rush. He doesn't have flash either. Going to be forced to ult himself because he's got that world ender. But take a look at OnFleek once again. Just going to go in the death chamber as the Camille, trying to save his buddy. And here comes Death. Going to get a kill there onto Dove. Make that 2. And can we make it the hat trick? Yes, we will. 3 will go the way of Kingzone. Alongside.
Goes right back down into bottom lane. And now Kuz able to finish off that Mountain Drake as Pawn, pushing this bottom tier 1 here. And you can see that the reason that Summit's playing as far back as he is because he doesn't have enough intel on the Aatrox.
Oh, take a look at Dove once again in a bit of trouble underneath his own turret. And let's just hope that OnFleek doesn't ult into them this time. But it looks like he may need to do something as he's going to die anyway. Into the death chamber he goes. That's going to be a 3rd death for him. Gargoyle made of some heavy materials, so.
That was definitely an impressive feat. I think actually the most impressive thing I've seen thus far.
Sandbox's way.
Yeah, and this is a fantastic Infernal Drake. Let's just take a look at. So Camille just got 15 AD.
Like that? I don't know.
What color is it?
I don't read the lore.
Is it cold?
It's chrome. It's steel color. Kind of crazy how Kingzone gets that far ahead, but still, I'm going to hold that thought. Dove in a lot of trouble here. TP
what?
Also coming in as Galio trying to save him, and Dove actually going to claw away. They're turning this around onto the Cuz as Aatrox incredibly known. Now Rascals all alone here, and Dove ends up beating the team at Kingzone into a lot of trouble.
Whoa.
But the Devour gets in, and oh man, I have to hold my words. It turns around as now the Flash comes forward, and he's desperately trying to do damage, but nobody on the side of Kingzone will go down, but here's Ghost. It's Ghost versus the team, 1v5. He's got OnFleek with him as well. Death with a lot of health is going to give them some pause coming on in. Looks like Kuz.
Oh, you can't let this go.
Oh, who's going to get it? Okay, the smite is on point. But the TP from behind, can they force a fight is the real question here. As in goes Dove, gonna get on top of him. Wanna burst down Kuz before he can ultimate. But he's already in that one. A bunch of poke damage on top of Rascal. He flashes away, but he barely survives against that true shot possibilities.
God, so handsome.
Well, we may have a fight forced here. Oh, big root on in there by Dove, and now Tahm Kench gonna get super low. Rascal also, and look at that AoE damage coming in from the side of Sandbox. They're gonna take down 3 so instantly. It's only Pawn on the backside as Kuz is also gonna go down. Pawn not part of
Ghost swapped for Rascal. This is it. This is Pawn and Rascal's time to shine.
Right, here we go. Immediate
Abyssal Voyage.
teleport.
Oh man.
But we also got Jace coming on in here.
God.
It's going to get super low. The Bouncy Bell, he just blows him up immediately over the wall, but it is going to go the way of OnFleek as Sandbox now just trying to get away with their Baron. But Ghost going to be spotted on the top
Dove.
side. Dove probably also not long for this world. The Baron TP, the Baron recall, he gets away. The Ezreal, that's a huge one to get on the map as only Dove is going to go down.
Composition as Jace looks to raise the mid-tier 2. Ezreal stands alone with the minions. Not sure if he's actually going to be able to clear that wave. Yeah, he is. All right. Okay, he's going to do a little more than that.
He's got red buff too. Oh boy, as they're just going to Realm Warp away. They don't want any of this. The Summit is just saying that fantastic comp alongside the Baron that they still have for a minute here, and did pick up the mountain. So the push begins as Pawn fake threatening on the side. Now he's really coming on in as he is quite tanky. In goes Kuz, big knock up into that back line. Ghost has to flash to get away from that one. As now Joker, maybe the sacrifice. No, they're turning it around. True shot barrage onto Rascal, but the last second of hour Can they save him? As now on Fleek, not in the best position. Joker gonna sacrifice his life. Take a look at Deft and Pawn. They're carrying this fight as they're still alive on the backside, but even so,
this
the rest
could
of
be
Sandbox gonna stick around in the mid lane.
Can Jace land an EQ?
Damage, you know?
This is the scenario where Kingzone could look to get an edge. Pawn is in the back. Cuz?
Okay, Cuz gonna have to force that flash devour. And now look at Pawn! He's all alone! There's no one to help him! Here comes the Abyssal Voyage, but okay, he does have that devour just barely in time.
Jace.
And what a mess this is turning into, trying to get the snipe, but he misses it on the backside. Oh, man!
That looked like Jace on ice for a second. I wasn't quite sure. He curved that, it looked like, almost.
Yeah,
it was
he tried
absolutely insane. Baron goes.
Is going to come in now from the side of
ready.
Dove. Here we go.
Here we go.
And get on Fleek close enough. No, he's not going to. We got Elder on 5 members of Kingzone as they want to go for this fight. Joker, here's the Fear Beyond Death. Can he get the Fear onto anyone? No, just going to get the Galio.
Endlessly themselves. Wait for the next Summit.
Oh, he gets knocked up there, but he's got a Tom Kent right behind him. Alongside Adept, and now Joker's in no man's land. Okay, World Ender gonna go down, but Joker, there it is. Rascal not gonna go in with the flash, but does get the kill. Is now ducked a little bit out of position, trying to do some damage here, but Kingzone absolutely win that fight on the back of that kill.
And it looks like they're,
okay.
That's, I mean, that's a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, items. He attacks Ghost once and goes in a lot of trouble. It's going to come down to a flip, but it goes the way of Kingzone, and now they have 2 Elders here going for the fight. Cuz super low, and now Dove, not much he can do, but okay. Ghost got really fantastic positioning in the pit. They're going to be able to turn this one around. Tucson and Deft. Can they do any damage on the backside with the Devour? Heal comes in on Fleek, gonna hit that stun, but they can't get the kill, and what is this fight? It's so close down to the bottom side. The Shock Blast is gonna miss, and they get the GA out of Zaya, but still, it is gonna go the way. The last Shock Blast is not gonna
hit. And so Ghost is able to rain down all of this damage, but then they really push the agenda here. You can see on Summit, he really wanted to get Deft and Tushin, and had they not done this, the 5 members of Sandbox, they could have all lived, they could have ran backwards and tried to run to the Baron and draw Kingzone into them that way.
At 48 minutes, good luck to you boys, as one attack on a Ghost. He's super low again.
This is all but lights out. We talked about this. Poke comps, one thing, this is like a, I don't even know, this is like throwing water on the Charmander's tail right about now.
5v3 versus Elder. And so it means that Kingzone, for a very long time now, 1.5 minutes, are going to continue on the push as Dove and on Fleek were looking for some kind of a flank, but it absolutely did not work. The Realm Hello, right on top of that with the minions as well. They're going to take out every single inhibitor. And again, not much they can do. They're going to try to turn here onto Cuz, but he's got Guardian Angel, he's an Aatrox. He's going to take forever to die. Meanwhile, Deft just critting Joker in the face for 650.
It's like a cat with 9 lives up there.
It's almost like he should have one more. The teams pull him back as, okay, he does go down. And now we enter 5v4. Can Sandbox hold them 5v4? Here comes the root. They want to get onto Deft, but the double taunt is going to stop the Devour, but is it going to mean anything? Dove, he's going to get so low. Summit as well is going to go down here as the double stasis still not going to save the Lissandra. Joker desperately trying to save himself, and that's going to do it, guys. The minions push on in. Ghost not going to do it in Kingzone in 50 minutes. Going to take game 1.
Quite bad here. But there's not many picks available when you let it get to this point and Jace is banned away.
He's been around on the scene for quite a while. Do you remember when Gromps were put in the game? Do you remember which year that was?
Ooh,
let's test your caster knowledge, by the way. As Taunt comes in, and okay, may have that first gank from the Lee Sin, making his way down. Q gonna land on a Tucson, but immediately that gray health comes in, and Deft just firing away. As now Pot flashing forward. He wants to get the chains down. And here we go. First blood will go the way of Cuz on the J4.
And that's a nice
game number 1, except a lot more.
980 for J4.
Yeah,
massive pickup.
They're going to get it as she slides on in, playing a little ice hockey right there as Deft Gonna pick up 770 gold plus everything else. He's got 6,300 already. He's more than 1,300 more than anyone on the side of Sandbox.
Whoa!
As, well, maybe this time he went a little bit too far. As, well, we do have the nice domination as Kuz gonna say hello from the jungle. Never mind, it was a bait all in the end as Dove also gonna gift his life over the Sivir.
Yeah, Sandbox just simply can't play right now. Kingzone are everywhere. Really close.
Okay, trying to turn this one around as Summit getting in there. He's feeling real angry. On Fleek gonna help out on the backside, but that's just about it, and the terror continues in the top lane.
Manages to land a taunt right there. Wow, Deft's damage.
You're playing with
that
fire.
Is fantastic
you can't
play.
do that.
Oh, man.
Okay, just that's a very funny realm warp you got there, buddy, as Dove is in a lot of trouble here. Exhaust coming on in, but Summit trying to help out. Rascal really not that much damage on in here. Stand United, and Kuz gonna do the right thing and just give him away, but he's in trouble as well. As what is going on in this one? On Fleek gonna take him out, and hold your horses as Ghost has to flash himself, but 2 kills in the mid lane as Kingzone getting maybe a little bit too frisky on Sandbox.
Yeah, they're getting very over-aggressive in mid lane for no reason. All that they need to do is let Deft do his thing.
Buy the bus ticket,
yeah,
you know, just
ride the bus at this point.
Confirm your destination.
On the side of Kingzone are up and ready for this. Okay, well.
Ghost, what is going on? It's the 2v2. The Ignite is ticking too. As Ghost, he's not going to die. Thanking that Ignite nerf right now. As, you know, keep it coming, says Deft. Who's next? I want more.
They opt to give it to Rascal instead.
Yeah, well, Infernal is free. Looking for someone, trying to hop on into Ghost as he doesn't have his flash right now. He's going to go down. Joker's all alone over at the Baron. That's going to be 2. Thankfully, Dove can save himself and on Fleek, but they're just saving their
How careful he's being as he
Let's
approaches.
see.
Deft says, you know what, guys? I'll take care of this.
Oh,
you just get the Baron.
There it is! Oh, man, what a play. Somebody give this guy a cookie. He's looking for more damage. Trying to trade it back is Dove. Aftershock is a good rune, but Deft, he's got a better champion with him with the Tom Ken's
They
gonna
use the Rise ultimate to get away, but then the Baron is all too easy for them to take.
Zippity-doo-dah. Picks up another easy kill on the backside, and then Dove says, well, I have Aftershock. Maybe I can do something on the trade, but absolutely nothing as the fiasco continues here. Now Kingzone in a little bit of an awkward spot. We'll see if Dove can try to get someone in there, but now actually Kingzone turning it around. Ghost is going to be able to flash that one and dodge away. He's basically just playing Dodge Simulator right now. A little bit of dodgeball in this one because he hasn't been doing too much attacking as the entire side of Kingzone are just rolling through them.
And they managed to get the time is now, in which case the game will end promptly.
On Fleek, looking for a use in this game. Hasn't been able to do much. And I mean, we could just sit back and just make a highlight reel of Deft's plays right now. That's basically what this game has been. It's a breath of fresh air for Kingzone fans as they were looking for this for a long time. And he is here to play as now Sandbox finally going to put up a defense at this top inhibitor. They actually do keep it alive. Not before. I thought you meant the Rice Krispies treats. I never.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Count Chocula or something like that, like the
Is that
chocolate
what it is?
one. I'm not sure.
All right. Well,
we're gonna have a lot of time in between these two series as
this is really weird.
Kingzone are just gonna 2-0 them. It looks like.
They really wanted to utilize the Baron buff duration and elected out of an Infernal.
Well, here we go. We got a 1-on-1 and a 4-on-4. Is Kuz trying to just create space for Deft, and that's exactly what happens as Urgot is also a good champion in the front line. And Deft just says, hello. This fight's still going on, by the way. On Fleek is alive. But, you know, who's got the better dashes? Lee Sin or how about an Ezreal?
Oh, man.
Oh, no! He doesn't get it. On Fleek gets away. rubbed himself with grease before this game as Lee Sin.
No.
Oh no, the chain's gonna miss as well. He's going in.
Oh.
I'm looking at the mini-map.
Oh man,
okay.
okay.
He did go down.
All
okay.
right.
As Thomas Kent's gonna say thank you very much. That's Mike. No, Tom Kent.
Tom Kent.
Okay,
Tom Kent's got 7.
Has a teleportability. Haven't seen that one yet, but new age stuff here on 9.3.
Well, KingZone looking to push in for the Doom push. And I can't imagine a scenario, Lee Sin's in the ground. Look at him. He's in the grave as he's running.
Oh, man. Fear Beyond Death. See you later. He wants a Fear Beyond Death. On Fleek's like, get me out of here.
Something's going on. Vaughn really likes On Fleek.
Okay, he lives. GG. KingZone take the 2-0 in game 2. Really sending a message, you know, all jokes aside. Sandbox kind of just fell over and went limp in that one. That was just, oh, man. KingZone really bringing it to them in game number 2. Props to them, saying they played pretty well. As, yep, up at the top, we have a bit of a rivalry going. Def versus Chovy. Who's going to pick up that first MVP, first place MVP of LCK Spring? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, you know what? We are going to have to wait and see later on today, though.
Yeah, what's that?
Can Jin Air manage to pick up a win?
I mean,
that's the highlight.
You know?
Right? They're throwing the MVP points and the standings onto the screen right now, but this is the big question here.
Well, I do want to point out, before we do get into that Sandbox with that loss does go below SKT. Yep. I feel like that's the most important thing to note, as they also draw themselves closer to KingZone, Damwon, and Hanwha Life. So Sandbox, as I said before, you don't turn your ship around quick, you're going to find yourself at 6th place before we know it.
And, I mean, this is a really important win for KingZone as well, as they are one of the teams that does look like they are continuing to get better.
Either way, Def the big MVP. I'll hand it over to Jisun for the translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is the first interview of today, and we're going to be having a solo interview from KingZone for today's MVP interview. KingZone, when it comes to KingZone's victory, you are the main character all the time. And you tied up with Chovy on first place for MVP, so how do you feel right now? To start off, I mean, we really had a bad performance up against Sandbox in the first round. But having a really big victory today and a revenge feels really nice. I think you're smiling today. I guess you're feeling really happy. Yeah, I think so. But game 1, you blind picked Xayah, and Sandbox kind of brought some poke composition. So how were you able to play against that? Xayah is not a good pick against a poke composition, but I believe that our players in top or jungle or mid can do stronger. And my pick was about the late game, you know. In the late game, I can perform better. And, well, the players on the top really did okay. So, yeah, I think the game did well. And, well, SS Reaver is getting buffed in patch 9.4, so which probably indirectly buffed Xayah as well. Are you looking forward to that? Well, I'm confident in any kind of crit AD carry, so I think that's the good news for me, for sure. In game 1, there was a highlight over here. You showed a great teamwork with Tusin, so let's go through it together. In the Dragon team fight, what was going on over here? So we got the Dragon real quick, and we were trying to open team fight, but well, I actually wasted my flash over there, so it could be a hard fight for me, but luckily we were the one winning the game in the end. And over here, I think Pawn actually did really well, and he kind of gets salty when I don't compliment him, so this is a comment for him. And your teamwork with Tusin is getting better and better. Do you really feel it? like getting better. Well, both me and Tuzin have a lot of experience, so we don't really need any extra effort to improve our teamwork, you know. I think our long career has a lot of synergy together. You know, we don't even need a lot of calls. I think it's really good. Tuzin was so close to getting the MVP, so is there any comment for it? I think I'm getting too much MVP currently. But I mean, all the 5 players are doing so well and doing their role so well. So, Pawn, you heard my word, right?
네, 투신 선수 그리고 데프트 선수 점점 멋진 호흡을 더
looking forward to
가다듬고
seeing
계십니다.
more
그리고 이 세트
of a teamwork from Tuzin and Deft, and that was Deft and Pawn's parents in the fan sits. In game 1, Ezreal was being a little bit annoying to me, so I wanna make a revenge on him today in game 2. And let's take a look at your ultimates in game 2 right here.
바론 쪽 장면입니다.
A lot of poke,
자,
and then
멀어져가던
big
온플릭
snipe.
선수를
Just took down Onflick with her ultimate.
자, 이 장면은 온플릭 선수를 잡았는데 그 뒤에 멀리
Well, after
보낸
that
정조준이
situation,
리신을 살짝 비껴가는 장면이 있었어요.
you kind of missed your ultimate on Listen.
하셨나요?
Did you check that? Well, my biggest goal every day is to end the game, so I was just hitting the turrets.
하지만 그 뒤에 결국 폰 선수가
But after that, Pawn finally took down Lee Sin. Any complaints for Pawn for that too?
네.
Well, Pawn did so well.
자, 데프트 선수 오늘 정말 빛났고요.
Deft,
그리고 다음
you
경기가
were
이제
the MVP of
하나생명과의
today,
경기입니다.
but your next
팀
opponent will be
경기
KazaLoLLCShighlights
없잖아요.
Esports.
3위.
I think Kingzone is definitely in an upswing, so how are you gonna prepare for the second round? And what's your goal? I haven't set my goal yet. I'm taking every game at a time, so I just want to win every upcoming matches. So this will be the end of the interview with Def from Kingzone, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.